Yo, we are back. We are back. Crescendo, you ready, bro?
Yeah, we live?
Yeah, we live now, bro. It's all you.
Oh, snap, we live. What's going
We
on,
live.
y'all? We're live in
Quarantine party.
I'm actually taking a quick break and walking around the neighborhood trying to get some fresh air. But we got Wilfredo.
Hello.
Yeah, he's a little timid, I guess. We got
Hello.
Selena.
What's up?
No, Selena.
We
Hi,
got Lloyd.
hi, hi.
What's going on, everyone? We are live and we are alive.
That is true.
Big facts.
No symptoms of corona over here.
Yeah. COVID-19, man. I was about to play that COVID-19 on the Kenneth Copeland track. I don't know if you heard that online.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they got a few good ones.
It's absolutely fantastic. That trap COVID-19 from Kenneth Copeland. I want the A and B side of the record. I want the remix.
Gonna spit on that?
Yeah, man. I'm about to spit a Corona.
Corona. I don't know. It feels really weird walking around with everybody wearing masks. It's like I feel like we're in The Walking Dead.
Very weird.
Dude, I feel that.
I'm here in
How you doing, Will?
I'm here in California, and it's very weird seeing that, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh snap!
and
You're in the socialist dictatorship of California. How's that going?
I'm still alive, so
They don't let you do anything over there, huh?
nah, yeah,
He's got brick walls and everything.
it's bad. Like it's rather interesting, man. They're really enforcing if you go out to wear a mask, the curfew at 11. I think the governor was talking about pretty much snitch on your neighbors if you see them. Like
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Big Brother is really coming out over there.
Yeah.
man.
Oh my gosh. You know, the governor of Florida is wilding. He just opened up the beaches again.
Yeah, I don't understand that. What? What?
I think. Well,
It's
well,
so funny.
I'm done.
I have an
What's
opinion
that?
on that actually.
They said
What's your
walking
opinion?
and running is fine, but no sunbathing. You can't sunbathe because you'll get corona.
No, I in my opinion, we need it where we need to be. Actually, where we need to be encouraged to be is actually outside, moving around. Because if you're inside of your house, you're literally inside of a box, and you're recycling that's recycled air. You need to be
Get
outside.
that vitamin D from the
distancing.
sun too.
Bruh,
I agree with that, man.
That's the healthiest place to be, outside.
this is where I'm
social
at right
distancing.
now.
Yeah.
Taking
So
a walk.
I agree with the governor on that.
I don't agree with the beaches though. Maybe I think encouraging people to go outside in general, but I don't know about the beaches. People are gonna get too, it's gonna be crazy. I guess I could see it's gonna be crazy.
People are gonna go there thinking it's okay to hang out on the beach.
Yeah.
So I think that's the miscommunication there.
I mean, I even think hanging out on the beach is okay if you're
Really?
maintaining your distance, but
Oh, if
that's
you're
up to
maintaining
people
your
being
distance, okay.
that's up to people being responsible at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, the American people have done an okay job, but there's always going to be that person who isn't very smart and decides to go give you a hug and shake your hand.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
Fredo, actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
I was Instagram stalking you, and I seen that everyone now is getting into TikTok. I seen your TikTok.
Yeah, I wasn't even TikTok. I don't even have a TikTok. This is a video.
Yeah,
This
I can't
quarantine
complain. I've been in TikTok too. Everybody's been in TikTok because of this quarantine.
Oh yeah, everybody. Yeah, no, that thing was with that little video. Everybody has always somebody behind them. When they come out, and then
And you had nobody.
it's like, yeah, I have nobody. So it's legit just me in my house. It's me alone. It's like that for a couple of weeks. My beard has been just looking rough. I was like, man,
That's
dude.
hilarious.
So why not just make light of the situation I'm in?
I agree.
Some
I
laughter.
feel you, man. I feel you. So what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna play some music. We got YB's new music. We got Coachella. We're gonna play that, and then we're gonna come back and talk more with Wilfredo about his music, Story of Redemption.
Yes, man.
Here on the Hype.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey.
You know it. I've been way too good, somebody tell her. It's a night show like a set out in Coachella. I've been way too good, somebody tell her. It's a night show like a set out in Coachella. Going all the way. Going all the way. Going all the way. Going all the way. Look, I can't make this up. God been way too good. It's not what I deserve, but still he with the moves. I reflect on all the times he saved my life. Here was my cell, but I calculate. I never settle. Man, waste time on me. God put a shine on me. Run this race. Yeah, I'm about that dash. Like I got a fine on me. 903, call, do not stall. Finish strong, newest Paul. Coming here with nothing, I'm a God of the provider. When I'm coming, know that I'm gon' eat. Hometown raised, define it, but God was beyond it. Childhood brought about the bondage. Stars for the milestone, praying through the downtown, running through the times like money. I was down there beneath, but the storms kept coming. God give wins to the ones with the L's, and he giving up points when the clock stopped running. I kinda keep done it, I'm free. Drawn into the God within reach. If the gospel is serving the hungry and poor, well, I'm handing out meals like meat. His gift is a present, I pray that I'm present to enter his presence, encounter the king. I know a name that is sweeter than all, and that is a secret I'm not down to keep. I've been way too good, somebody tell her. It's a night show like a set out in Coachella. I've been way too good, somebody tell her. It's a night show like a set out in Coachella. Going all the way. 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 God is good all the time. Sing his praise, switching lanes in my ride. I was dead in a grave that I dug myself, but he bled and he paid for the key to my cell. Yeah. I ain't perfect, but I'm purchased. I'm just out here working, trying to be a man. Giving out to the Father, hoping people follow him and live again. I don't need any applause. Identity found in the King, and he's never taken a loss. Turn those speakers up as loud as they can go. We gon' lift his name up high and rock the show. About to get out of control. If they wonder, now they know. While we roll the way we roll. I've been way too good, somebody tell her. It's a night show like a set out in Coachella. I've been way too good, somebody tell her. It's a night show like a set out in Coachella. Going all the way. Going all the way. Going all the way. Going all
We are back. Crescendo, we are back at the Hype.
Yeah, it's your boy Crescendo. We live on the Hype. I'm walking around the neighborhood, getting some fresh air, get some fresh breeze, you know. I'm here with Wilfredo.
What's up? I don't know.
We got Selena and Louie.
Hello.
What's going on,
Here in the
everyone?
comfort of my own room.
What you guys missed on the break is we're breaking down the fact that Selena is a teacher at home.
Yeah.
She don't have to deal with your kids no more. And she's talking about how she has to deal with them.
I miss them. I miss my little brats. I miss them, honestly. I'd rather be a teacher in person than online. It's not what I signed up for.
Oh man, it's crazy though, because you're teaching, but then parents are turning in the assignments probably at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, probably, right?
At like 12 in the morning. 12 in the morning. Try 12 in the morning. I get assignments. I get my phone going off like crazy at all hours of the day. So I ended up just like, I mean, and I can't blame, the parents, because they say, oh, I'm still working, so I don't get out of work till like 5 and I can't help my kids. I teach 3rd grade. So these kids are not going to be able to do a lot of the assignments on their own. And they don't have access to internet when their parents are not around. So I'm like, okay, well, you can definitely do turning your work late, but they can't expect me to answer calls at like 8 at night or 12 in the morning to help them do their work.
That is crazy. Yeah. So we got Wilfredo. He's a pastor. How's pastor life now that you're in quarantine?
Well, man, dude, it's rather difficult, man. A lot of stuff is like now pretty much focusing like online. So in college, I did like video editing and stuff like that. So now that's paying off. That knowledge, that skill, paying off.
I believe it.
Making content, filming, editing, doing live streams, but I don't like it, man. Personally, I really don't. I like the one-on-one, being there, like in person.
Yeah.
I liked your Bob Ross video.
Yeah.
If you follow him, he's got some content for y'all. Make sure you follow his YouTube.
Yeah, man, that's fun, man. That was fun to make. So definitely trying to use I like comedy, so definitely mix a lot of stuff, because the attention span is also a lot shorter.
That's right.
I'm a youth pastor, so it's just like, it's difficult, bro. Just not have that one-on-one in person, interaction. So it's been a struggle. I'm gonna lie.
I bet.
Oh man. So you dropped the EP recently. Oh, more like an album. Story of Redemption. How's that doing?
Last year, honestly, man, I dropped it, and I probably did like a lot of promotion because I was working in construction at the time, and so I was doing like promotioning, like and pushing it. But once I got picked up as a pastor and moved to California, I kind of like, started focusing more on the pastoring, and I didn't promote the music as much. And it's actually surprised me that I think I didn't check, you could check like the stats of like how's it doing, how many listens and plays and all that stuff. Right. I didn't do that for like a month or two, and when I went back, like it was like pretty consistent, and actually like going across to different countries, like Australia, Nigeria, England, like, so I found that rather like, man, not like doing crazy numbers and stuff like that, but the fact that people are listening still without any promotion or just kind of like word of mouth, like that's a blessing, bro.
That's
amazing to see.
Well, I want everybody to check out your video.
Yeah.
So we're gonna actually play Yahweh right now. Miguel, you got us?
You want to play the video now?
Yeah.
All right. So
we're gonna play the video now.
I need a favor. I need everybody to go to mute, and we're gonna be playing the video. Okay?
Brilliant.
All right. So everybody mute yourself. We're gonna play the video, and then right after the video, we'll talk about the video.
Don't go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Gravitate to the fantasy. Broken hearts, long for love and totality. Inside a dream, seek structure and reality. Yeah, but I'm just trying to be a better me. Yeah, but Jesus keeps on telling me that His grace doesn't matter, really modify. It transforms and consequently crucifies the flesh. He wants to impress His Lord, nothing less in your chest, so you can express love and selflessness. Restless are those waiting and waiting for your collapse. Only when I'm bathing in the sun, anxieties relax. Until then, I'll keep rapping God's greatest gift on these tracks. Wanna grow, keep consistently pushing it to the max. Saturday, we got work to do, we don't got time to
We are back. We are back. We are back here at the Hype with Crescendo. Yo, Chris, we are back, bro. Where you at?
He's hiding. He's hiding.
He's hiding somewhere.
I think.
No, he just went somewhere, bro.
Coronavirus
I told you to stop playing with that walking around and get no service. Yo, we're back, Louis, Selena. You guys take over.
Hey,
I'm good.
oh, he's back.
Yes, there he is.
Sorry, y'all.
I thought the corona like grabbed you or something.
No, I'm in the backyard now.
The Corona man.
Oh, okay. Pool time.
Living my best life. So, Will, let's
What
talk
have you
about
guys
the
been
video.
up to during this whole thing?
Video. I mean, for me, I'm working at home.
Oh, he's still on mute. He's still on mute.
Oh, he's still on mute? It's all good.
There he is.
Yeah, now he's not.
There he goes.
So
Yeah, I've been working from home.
He's still
What do you do?
I work social media for a company. So
Nice.
that's been fun.
Yeah. That's dope. Awesome.
I've been
And
doing
did
the
he
same
just
exact
disappear?
thing. Yeah, he disappears. He does that.
People? How you say your name? My bad.
I'm just Louis. I'm Louis.
Oh, my bad, bro. I'm over here reading the.
Yeah.
No. It's Louis Febo.
Oh, gotcha.
Louis
Louis
call
Febo.
me Louis.
Louis,
And it's
Louis.
Febo, not fail. But I mean, everybody is entitled to their opinion. But I've been doing the same exact thing as Crescendo, except he does social media. I do technical support for the same company,
Nice.
and it's been great because we haven't lacked in work. So we praise God because of that.
Oh, man,
That's
what's up,
good.
man.
That's good. That's what's up. Yeah.
There's a lot
I
of
like how everybody here does something different. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So Will, let's talk about the video. So you shot it in Utah.
Yes.
What were you doing in Utah? What was the Hispanic doing in Utah?
Yeah. I'll tell you what I was doing in Utah. So I was last year, before moving to Utah, I was working at a university called Oakwood, where I graduated from as a recruiter. And I got news that my mother was battling with cancer, breast cancer again. So I just kind of dropped everything and moved to Utah to be with her as she was recovering and going through the chemo and
Wow.
just that whole process. So I went back to work in construction, which is like trade, before going to school or any of that stuff. That's kind of what I had under my belt. So went over there, was working construction, and while I was over there, I started getting like more time to actually work on the project. And that's how I ended up in Utah. As for the video, it was legit one of my friends, Elijah Leffridge. He does filming. He's actually, I think, an intern at Reach Records right now. And I reached out to him. We went to the same college. And I was like, dude, like, I want to shoot a video. I want you to shoot the video. And so I scrounged up some money and pretty much flew him out to shoot the video. So he was there for we did the video in 3 days.
Wow.
Like in 3 days, we planned out every board. We did all that stuff. If you watch the video, everybody in there's my family. Like my sister, her husband, the guy that was with the hard hat firing my brother-in-law was my dad.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and so we kind of just put it all together and really try to tell a story more than just me being there just rapping and stuff like that. It's just I actually want to convey a message, which I think is much more important.
Nice.
And that's how I ended
Almost definitely.
That's how I ended up in Utah in the video itself, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I know you put together the project. You called it Story to Redemption. What was it like in the studio? I know that you show me bits and pieces throughout, but then seeing the final project. I always like talking to artists about the final project. How do you feel? Is there parts that you're I could have done that better? Because I feel like some artists do that still.
Yeah, I think most definitely you always hear something or feel where it's just man, I could have done that better. But I've definitely come to appreciate and really view things more I'd rather it be done than perfect. Because I could sit there and try to perfect it and tweak it, and bro, you'll never hear the project because I'm still,
there's always going to be something.
Yeah, and so what's beautiful is the imperfections is what makes it beautiful. The fact that it's just like, hey, this is what it is at that time. This is what it was, and I could just keep moving forward with it. I'm completely satisfied with the project. The studios, man, bro, the studios were probably like 3 of the tracks. The song Love, the song Witness, the song Love, and Yahweh were recorded at my house in Alabama with my friend Edwin Bliss, and amazing dude, man, with like producing and stuff. We were both learning from each other as we were recording the songs.
Wow.
This guy just travels the country. Alabama.
I see that.
That was
how do you even have time to be a pastor?
Yeah, well now
went out either.
Before I wasn't, but at the time, like that's what I studied for. I studied theology, and so so I was in Alabama for those 2 tracks. And it's the first time I actually wrote in English, because for years I did rap, but it was in Spanish. And so,
oh really?
Yeah, it was in Spanish.
That's interesting.
I'm from Orlando originally. Like I'm from 407.
Yeah, we've actually had we played your cousin's tracks, Surreal.
Yeah.
And I had him out a couple of times at the Verb. I've only got you once at the Verb. That was like a miracle, the lining of the stars. Like Elijah came and everything. They both came. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy, right?" They're like, "Yeah, we planned it this way."
That was the first time
I be stopping in Orlando.
That was the first time at the Verb. That's the first time I performed like in like 7 years, bro.
Really?
Bro, even better. That's crazy.
When I was doing like Spanish, I used to do reggaeton in Orlando. So like for years, for a couple years.
Really?
I was with a group. So like all the Spanish clubs in Orlando, I hit them all up. I was performing like in all of them, man. And and I had my encounter with the Lord. Kind of switch things up.
Oh wait, so you don't do any reggaeton anymore?
I don't really gravitate to it. Not really. I think
or Spanish music in general.
Yeah, I do still. In fact, I just finished a feature, and I decided to just do it in Spanish completely.
Oh, nice.
The artist from Massachusetts, a good friend of mine, JP. But like, it's one of those things where like I'm trying English now because I never did English. So this project is actually my first time writing in English, and sitting down and just kind of like really, really putting to thought. I think the process of making music was a little different with this project because I did Spanish for so long that I didn't really write. It was kind of like I'm in my car. I don't know where anybody else. I don't know. Some artists have their think tank. Sometimes it's a shower. Sometimes it's like at certain times of the day. Mine is my car. Like if I'm driving, I put some instrumentals or some beats, and I just started kind of like mumbling and freestyling and all this other stuff. And
nice.
What I would like, I would just memorize, and then I'll just keep adding on and memorizing and memorizing and memorizing. But when it came to writing in English and actually being intentional, like I really sat down and thought of every single word I was using, and sometimes I would rewrite the verses and rewrite the words. And the most important thing for me was the message and the content.
Yeah.
Right.
Which was rather interesting because like it made me think like when you focus on content, the flow of the song or what you're rapping about tends to be more unique. So it sounds different because you're focusing on the content, whereas opposed to if you don't focus on the content and all you focus on the flow, you just sound like everybody else.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does completely.
That's what's up. So I want to play one more of your tracks. I want to play Witness, and then we'll come back. I want them to hear more of Wilfredo.
Yeah, man.
They're on the hype.
Let's hear it.
Yo, Chris, what I got Witness. I got it right here. In the playlist.
It's on the Spotify playlist. Yep.
Witness, man.
I'm crazy or I don't see it.
Let me double check. It should be.
I'm gonna reserve my opinion as to those two options.
Yeah.
Oh, Let me see here.
What's up?
Oh, play good to me. Play
Thank
good to
you.
me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
My bad. I thought I had it written, so I added good to me instead. My bad.
I thought.
He was
Let's
too busy
go.
going outside.
I wake up every day and I'm thankful to you. Another day to get it right and be more like you. I'm so blessed that you're good to me, good to me. Blessed that you're good to me, good to me. I wake up every day and I'm thankful to you. Another day to get it right and be more like you. I'm so blessed that you're good to me, good to me. Blessed that you're good to me, good to me. Listen, my God is so good, got me feeling so good. Got a brother by the word, so like he back at Oakwood University. Yeah, the world be trying to burden me, but Jesus keeps on urging me to keep walking with certainty. So I slow my roll like I'm chilling back at Ebi. Closest thing to eat and hit up Jacques, and you'll see why. I be yelling Yahweh as I follow Yahweh. My life was sideways, now because of him I'm like Muhammad Ali when it comes to the homily. Put in practice what Jesus said, become an anomaly. Yeah, the wedding I was telling Jackie from Queens that we are kings, awaiting our crowns, imitating the King of Kings as we minister crowds. Hey, yeah, I'm trying to be a mini him, opposing the abuse of these clowns like that Benny him. Oh, taste and see that the promise is for you. Listening is imminent that you're tasting the goodness. I wake up every day and I'm thankful to you. Another day to get it right and be more like you. I'm so blessed that you're good to me, good to me. Blessed that you're good to me, good to me. I wake up every day and I'm thankful to you. Another day to get it right and be more like you. I'm so blessed that you're good to me, good to me. Blessed that you're good to me, good to me. You done more for me than I can ever wonder. See signs like there is rivers in the sky, no Stevie Wonder. I sit around and wonder why me, but I walk around with a suit of armor, begging the devil to dare come and try me. See, I need Jesus in my life like a youngin' playing ball in the summer. That means I see. I know they hate it, but I'm refreshed, rejuvenated, praying daily. Cause lately I hear them talking and they say that my dogs, but always barking and starting an issue. And I ain't even wasting my time because I know God is good. I just sit back and recline and enjoy every single minute of life. I earned my stripes and been through A to Z, bruh. I won't deny you like Peter. I used to have an anger in my heart like Vegeta. I hope you understand, just be blessed, it's so good. And we're all just fans, spread the word in the hood. And when you wake up every day, man, you know God's good. I wake up every day and I'm thankful to you. Another day to get it right and be more like you. I'm so blessed that you're good to me, good to me. Blessed that you're good to me, good to me. I wake up every day and I'm thankful to you. Another day to get it right and be more like you. I'm so blessed that you're good to me, good to me. Blessed that you're good to me, good to me.
We are back, crescendo.
Yo!
Yeah.
What's good? We poolside right now. We poolside. We chilling with Wilfredo, Selena, and Louis.
What's up?
Living that quarantine life.
Living that quarantine life.
Living that quarantine life. That Rona life.
We're talking about making sure that there's a message in your music. Mm-hmm. Will says that he no longer makes reggaeton because you can't put a message in that music. So Will,
he said there you don't get to a point when there's reggaeton. There's no point. There's no
message in reggaeton.
There's no message. It's just rapping to rap. So
this is the thing with reggaeton for me is that I don't know. I think it's when it comes to the it goes with anything. Honestly, I think it's just the beat itself. How do you approach it? It's just how you approach it. But when I think of reggaeton, like the beats dropping in, like it's sometimes I think more difficult, at least for me, to get like to write with a message across without wanting to like I don't know grind on something.
Oh, okay. So it's like a struggle with the old man. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's like rakata. Oh wait.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. He starts having flashbacks. The BC moments.
But,
He's like BC.
I think it's just
Gotta
more
focus on that.
when I write, if I'm writing something, it's extremely intentional, and it needs to have a message. I'm not like I said, I'm not trying to rap just to rap. Like it's and it needs to be purposeful.
So you think these rappers are just rapping a rap?
I think some are.
A lot of them are. I think.
All
even
right, let's start a list. Let's call out some names. Let's do it.
All right, so let's start. So no, nah. Honestly, though, if you listen to the radio, you'll probably feel that way because it's like, what are they talking about half the time?
Yeah. It's sad that that's what's listened to like nowadays. Like that's what's wanted nowadays from a lot of people. It's so sad.
Yeah, man.
And that's why they should be listening to RadioUNT.net.
Yeah, exactly.
Shameless plug. We're live on the hype, but yeah, man. Will, where can they find you online?
Oh man, they can find me online. Just having my name, Wilfredo. Facebook, literally Instagram's what?
Is it just Wilfredo?
Yeah.
On Instagram?
Yeah. Oh no, Instagram is Will of God 88.
That's clever. I like that.
Will of God 88. Yeah, that's pretty clever.
That's pretty dope.
On YouTube, just the name Wilfredo. Like,
I think I know how old you are now.
He didn't give away his age at all. He just likes the numbers 8 and 8 together.
Exactly. It's my favorite numbers in the world. You know, it's
dude. So how's adjusting to that passer? Like, are you like a lead passer? Are you associate passer? What are you doing?
I'm an associate pastor.
Are you a youth pastor? Associate? Yeah. Okay.
Focusing on.
You ever do any youth groups or anything like that?
Yeah, well, we were doing until this Rona hit.
Rona.
Like, yeah, no, it's definitely different for sure. Adjusting, especially like when you're working from like, let's say, like I'm used to construction. You know, I've done it for years, so I go in at 6 a.m. I get it at 30. And that's my day. Whereas pastoring is kind of like there is no clock in, clock out, and you're fitting your schedule now, and you're getting.
You have people hitting you up at midnight like Selena.
Yeah, you have people hitting you up around that time for sure. You have I mean, you're getting into the life of into people's lives,
Right.
You're becoming accountable, and there's a level of like accountability and responsibility because now you're viewed as a leader, So it's very different, bro, but very rewarding for sure. Very rewarding, man, with the relationships being.
Well, I got you on the hype. I want you to do an acapella because I always make my artists perform. So I need to hear you spit live so we know that it's not the studio. We want to hear Will Fredo live.
But don't spit on your phone when you spit live.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah, I don't want any of that over here.
We're gonna mute our Zoom so you can rock the mic.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's a song from the album itself. It's called My Darling. And it goes, I'm getting tired of living in this simple state. I'm writhing as I swerve through my mental state. I'm struggling with who I am and who I want to be. You know me, I spree on anything that's numbing in my frontal lobe so I can't reason the Redeemer's coming. I'm loving someone that can't love back, lack, rap, brew to ruin. Words I would associate with unrequited love. Sadly, when I think of us, it's what I'm reminiscing of. Yeah, baby, you really haven't been that good to me. Wages of your affection I dealt with usually. Not usually, I'm down to go up on a roller coaster ride of emotions that are rolling. That I broken this inside, that's why I'm stuck upside down, living life in the loop, sacrificing myself at the altar of your pursuit, but you don't notice. You the coldest. Should've listened to Belle Biv DeVoe because that girl is poison. You kept me longer than I wanted to stay. You cost me much more than I wanted to pay. Taking me farther than I wanted to go. Oh, darling. This has to end, my darling sin. Yeah, 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 my darling sin. Yeah, 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 this has to end. Yeah, 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 my darling sin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what Ravi Zacharias told me to tell her. Need change, someone lead me to a teller. Words of encouragement, the battle, the bewitchment of attraction to this impious assassin of who I'm fastened. Honestly, I am fascinated and inundated to her fictitious love that got me sedated and jaded. Yes, he's a cheater, yet I don't leave her, but neither do you who listen through the speaker. Round and round we go in this relational roulette. Short-lived pleasure followed up by emptiness. She can't give me joy, just fragments of happiness. As she yells, ride or die, driving us to a cliff. C.S. Lewis said it best. And mere Christianity, giving some light into the depth of our depravity, the realities that we're born addicts. We pick up vices like devices that are divisive. It's so tragic. I'm not being dramatic when I say I need help. Shame, guilt trips me. Hit the floor stiffly, quickly. Saw the gospel from a rose that rose through concrete. It told me seek the sun no matter what it cost me. To break through obstacles, I need power beyond me. And Jesus put on flesh, so now the power's not beyond reach. To stop living in obsession to transgression. Mark this the beginning of the story of my redemption. You kept me longer, and I wanted to stay. You cost me much more than I wanted to pay. Taking me farther than I wanted to go. Oh, darling, this has to end. My darling sin. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Sin.
Hey. How you feel, man?
Huh?
How you feel about that? How you feel about that verse?
Oh, I fumbled.
It's all right, bro.
It was good.
No, that song, my friend sings the hook, and the dude sings amazing, man. And Kosei.
Hey, you're not so bad yourself.
Yeah.
But I'm not there yet.
Hey, man. Quick shout out. This is random, but quick shout out because of the verse. It reminded me. Quick shout out to Ravi Zacharias. I know he's probably not listening to this, but our prayers are with him, with everything that he's going through with him and his family. And just so you know, I was listening to that song and I was hearing it with reggaeton in the background. So congratulations. In my mind, you're a reggaeton artist anyway.
Oh my goodness. He continues.
Yeah, bro, that's cool.
I think he feels very salty about you not doing reggaeton.
Oh, not salty at all. Not salty at all. Though we must be salt of the earth. We must be salt of the earth.
We must be salt of the earth.
Oh, then what's it good for, right?
So, oh man, that's so funny. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna play this reggaeton song by Adria Rey up next, and then we're actually gonna go back into some more talks with Wilfredo here on the Hype. Let's go.
Yo corrí, me escapé de tu brazo, yo me fui. ¿Te acuerdas cuando me encontraste? Y allí yo volví. Pa' atrás, al reloj yo le di. Pa' atrás, quiero volver lo que un día fue. Pa' atrás, al reloj yo le di. Pa' atrás, quiero volver a. ¿Qué me pasa? Porque tengo que ser un malvado. No quiero una corita en el tao. Yo quiero el Espíritu Santo que me cure. Quiero servirte. Por eso no quiero estar roto en mi pedazo tocando el fondo. Guíame a la verdad de tu tesoro. Tu palabra vale más que el oro. Yo quiero volver a ti. Sé que yo me caí, pero me paro de aquí. No sé por qué yo le di. Pa' atrás, al reloj yo le di. Pa' atrás, quiero volver lo que un día fue. Pa' atrás, al reloj yo le di. Pa' atrás, quiero volver a ti. Socorro, ayúdame, estoy roto, no sé qué hacer. Te llamo, contéstame, quiero servirte. Porque sin ti no veo las luces. Sin ti mi vida es embuste. Mi felicidad es un desajuste. Quiero Quiero que mi vida para ti sea perfume, yeah. Quiero que me escuches. Tú eres el que a mí me conduce, porque tu amor es dulce. A las nubes tú me subes. Pa' atrás, al reloj yo le di. Pa' atrás, quiero volver lo que un día fui. Pa' atrás, al reloj yo le di. Pa' atrás, quiero volver a ti. Yo corrí, me escapé, de tu brazo yo me fui. ¿Te acuerdas cuando me encontraste? Y allí yo volví.
We are back, Crescendo. We are back, sir.
What is up, everybody?
Louis, Selena, Will Fredo. Yo, Will, I'm gonna have to think of a cool rap name for you because I don't know.
Will of God. The
Will of God works.
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't go with that.
Nah, bro. It's my name, bro. Wilfredo, man.
This is like that's me. That's my name.
That's me.
You know, instead of calling me, maybe people actually learn how to say it.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
Have you ever, what's the mispronunciation? I can't even say pronunciation. What's the mispronunciation of Wilfredo?
Wilfredo? I'm just gonna call a bunch of things. I'm gonna call Wilfredo, Frodo, William. People keep calling me William.
William.
I like Frodo. Wilfredo.
Wilfredo?
I'm gonna save you in my phone as Wilfredo.
Wilfredo, what?
Louis got upset. Louis got upset. He left. Louis got upset. He left.
That's calling you Crescendo.
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 It's actually Crisotto because it's risotto, like what you eat with Wilfredo.
Yeah, we have to do a project together, bro.
With Wilfredo.
We'll call
Wilfredo and Crescendo.
We'll call it pasta. Get it? Because you're a pasta?
Wow.
Yeah, man. Pasta.
Cricket.
All right. Oh, man.
Oh, funny.
So what is everyone's quarantine plans for the weekend? What are you guys streaming?
I'm preaching.
You're preaching?
You're preaching? Okay.
So when you are you doing that? You're doing that live, like in your. Are you doing that live on Facebook or where are you preaching?
We do it live on Facebook. The church is called San Fernando Chapel.
Yeah.
So we do it live on Facebook every Saturday at 12.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. I it's a difficult question because I kind of already dealt with it. How do you feel being a rapper in the Adventist church?
Just M.
Have you ever dealt with any discrimination for it or any awkwardness for it?
Surprisingly, no. No. Which is surprising because
that is surprising.
I think it's when they hear it. So I have got it when people just hear the music but don't listen to it. But when they listen to it, they're just like, oh wow, that's very Christ-centered. Like you're actually saying something, and that's the moment where it tends to shift. Yeah.
That's the clicking.
Wow, and then it's recognized, at least for me when I think about it, it's just like I feel like I have a responsibility with all the talents that God has given me. And I'm going to use these talents because at the end of the day, I'll have to talk to him about it, So,
yeah.
And I believe that, man, I'm trying to spread the gospel in every way possible. Like,
amen.
Every way possible. I feel that.
If it's through music, which is one of the most influential avenues, especially rap is one of the most influential avenues, then and you have the gift for it, like the capacity to do it, and not in a corny way, like, and I feel like I'm responsible with it, like I'm held, yeah. that responsibility.
I feel you on that. I think my encounters with it have maybe been because I've been doing it for a while now.
Mm.
So like 4 or 5 years ago, like 6 years ago, 8 years ago, I was trying to do it, and it was like they don't even have drums in most of the churches. So
yeah, no, there's still that pushback. I remember I got a question, and it was just like, why are you sliding back, or why are you going back to El Mundo, you know? And it's just like, why are you assuming I am, you know? It's like you just heard it, but you didn't listen to it, and it's just like, well, why are you doing it again? Why are you rapping again? If that's where like God called you out of, why are you going back? And I think it's that when I first became a believer, and it tends to happen with many, is that we tend to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, where it's just like you just throw, this music, everything got to go. You know, and we go, it gets very black and white. You know, and that tends to happen to a lot of people that I've noticed and just speaking with that have that similar experience where I was out about, I was clubbing, I was at nightlife, I was wilding out, and then I come into Christ and it's just like it's black and white. Like, no, you need to have that line, which is I think necessary, but how we go about it maybe is not the healthiest way. And you know, it's to me when they ask me that question, it's just like maybe at that time I needed to do that. But when you go to the gym, right, and you lift weights, like let's say all I lift is 10 pounds, and I get really good at lifting 10 pounds, like, but that's all I do. Am I growing? Like, am I really growing in strength? Am I really growing? You know, so it's like I saw faith the same way, where it's just like, and Paul in his letters, that's how he talks about faith, is that faith is a gift, it's relational, but it's also a gift that grows, but you need to exercise it. And so it's just like, I feel comfortable in my faith, you know, where I've exercised it, you know, in my walk with Christ, where I do feel comfortable in taking this art form again and in using it, you know, for the honor and glory of God. And that's why I'm very, very like mindful. I just don't, that's what I said, I don't rap just to rap. Like I don't,
yeah.
There's moments where I've caught myself writing and I noticed like, you're just trying to spit bars right now. And I just stop. Like legit. Yeah. I just stop and, you know, pray and go to something else, you know, till I come back and I have that inspiration where it's just like, all right, I have something to say.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
It's grounded in the word. That's the most important thing. It needs to be grounded in the word.
Yeah.
Well, man, I want to thank you for coming on the show. You know, Selena, thank you for coming through as well.
Thank you for having us.
As always, on the hype, you know, we'll close with Daraj. He's got a new song out. Gonna close with that. Shout out to the Panda. But yeah, man, guys, be up.
Oh,
you know, let your faith grow.
India's better.
And continue to seek God in all that you do. You know, we just celebrated Easter weekend, so we have hope in tomorrow. We have hope in a better future.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
You know, may you guys always continue to seek God in all that you do, and you know, we have that hope in tomorrow. So be safe, guys, and
be safe. Likewise.
Let's have a great weekend. Y'all have a good one.
It was great meeting you, Wilfredo.
Pleasure meeting you guys, bro. Praise God. Blessings on y'all.
God bless everyone. Thanks for tuning into The Hype.
God bless.
Yeah.
Peace.